Ondo State government clears air over allegation of spending 7.3 billion naira contingency fund. ODSG reaffirms commitments to quality healthcare as Osrc Media Group takes step to revamp health facility within premises. NAFDAC alerts Nigerians over fake injection in circulation. And from the foreign scene, flash flood kills 50 people in Somalia. Thank you very much for joining us tonight in the news at 7 on Osrc television. I am Oyewumi Ayinbara. Ondo State government has reacted to the report published on Sahara Reporters news platforms, which claimed that the Ondo State Governor Arakunlu Warotimi spent 7.3 billion naira in 3 months while he was on medical vacation. In response to the concerns raised across various social media platforms, the state government clarified that the referenced 7.3 billion constituted the cumulative amount of palliative funds received from the federal government. In a statement by the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor Richard Olatunde, the state government said these funds were allocated under the constituency subheading to address unforeseen expenses not initially budgeted for what deemed necessary during the fiscal year. According to the statements, the original contingency fund in the 2023 budget was 1,069 million. The additional 7 billion represents funds received from the federal government labeled as Infrastructure Support Fund, specifically for palliatives meant to cushion the effect of fuel subsidy removal. The state government said the process, in accordance with the Ondo State Public Finance Management Law 2017, which states that a contingency fund may be utilized for making money available to meet emergency expenditure other than statutory expenditure, which is not provided for in the appropriation law for the current year, but crucial to the public interest and requiring immediate attention. The statement added that Governor Akeredolu did not personally spend the 7.3 billion naira. Rather, these funds were appropriately utilized for palliatives. The funds were realized to the state by the federal government as part of the efforts to mitigate the impact of the fuel subsidy removal nationwide. The Ondo State government has reiterated its determination to continue impacting the health sector by providing quality healthcare delivery to residents of the state. The Director General Ondo State Contributory Health Commission, Dr. Abiodun Oyinei, during the monitoring exercise of the registration of beneficiaries into Basic Healthcare Provision Fund program at Owo local government area of the state, said the second 25,000 vulnerable across the 203 wards in the state. Our reporter Joy Pius has details.
The enrollment exercise for beneficiaries of the Basic Healthcare Provision Fund program continues at Owo local government area of Ondo State. The program, which is the initiative of the federal government in conjunction with the state government, is designed to guarantee fair and equal access to fundamental healthcare services for the most vulnerable in society. Beneficiaries include elderlies, widows, pregnant women, people with disabilities, women of reproductive age, and children under 5 years of age across the 203 wards of Ondo State. The Director General Ondo State Contributory Health Commission, Dr. Abiodun Oyinei, said the program, which is tagged Ilera Loro Scheme, is aimed at providing health insurance to the less privileged, adding that accredited primary health care under the program across Ondo State will be covered.
I must thank the federal government. I must also thank our amiable governor, Arakunrin Oluwarotimi Akeredolu, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, CON, for joining hand with the federal government to make this program a reality and a huge success. The first phase of enrollment that we did in 2021, we were able to capture close to 20,000 beneficiaries that included pregnant women, children under 5, widows, elderly, the vulnerables in our midst, people with disabilities. And here we are again to capture additional 25,000 vulnerable people under the scheme and ensure that at the end of the day they can access seamless and quality healthcare services across the 203 wards in Ondo State.
The Deputy Coordinator of Primary Health Care in Owo Local Government, Mrs. Idowu Daudu, lauded the government for the seamless accessibility to healthcare services for residents of the state, while calling on residents to register.
You can see that people troop out to come and register because they know that health is wealth. This program enables the community people in areas of promoting their health.
Basic health program is a thing that we can never forget. We cannot write the story of our life complete without inputting the basic health program. Because before, our health facility is more or less 0 grand after PBF. But lo and behold, God raised basic health program to come and take over. When they take over, the things change. Talk of staff, they are paying our contract staff. Talk of drug, they are purchasing drug for us. They are refilling our generator, all necessary things. Whatever we plan in our business plan that they know that is the facility needs, they provide everything. They are paying into our account every month.
Beneficiaries express gratitude for the opportunity.
Wọ́n ṣe wọ́n kó ìrànlọ́wọ́ wa, wọ́n ràn wá lọ́wọ́ ni. Kí ẹ̀mí wa lè gùn ká lè lo kémi àti máa ṣiṣẹ́ wa. Àwa tá à ń ṣiṣẹ́ oko yìí kó lè rọ̀ wá lọ́rùn ká lo kémi àti máa ṣe.
Bó ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ bó ṣe sọ́nà la ṣe bá pé bó ṣe máa wọ̀ ọ́ kípa fún àǹfààní tó máa jẹ lórí ẹ̀.
The health facilities visited include the Okemapo Primary Health Care Center, Iloro Primary Health Care Center, Ijebu-Owo 1 and 2 Primary Health Care Center, among others, all in our local government area of the state. Joy Pius, Osrc News.
You're still watching Osrc News. At 7, we'll go on a quick commercial break, and when we return, we'll bring you more stories. Please stay with us.
Hey, Miss Kilo, báwo la ti fẹ́ sanwó ni? Farabalẹ̀. 1,000. We go wash plate tire o. Farabalẹ̀ now.
Madam, èló lówó wa?
Brother, na 3,005.
Màá fún yín ní owó pé káàdì Glo ẹlẹ́gbẹ̀rún 10,000.
Oh yeah.
Bring your phone.
Ha! 10,000.
1,000 naira credit. Now you turn to 10,000.
No. All of us don't know about Glo Berekete. Ní ìlọ́po mẹ́wàá nísìnyí.
Ṣé o ti gbọ́? Ìlọ́po mẹ́wàá ló máa gbà lórí iyekíye tó o bá rà sórí ohun ìpè Glo Berekete 10 times rẹ.
I told you. Now what go tell?
My heart will break. It hurts so much to see you go.
It is with heavy hearts but gratitude to God Almighty for a life well spent that we, the entire Adegbero dynasty of Ilaramokin, Ondo State, announce the death of our patriarch, Chief Gabriel Idowu Adegbero, who died at the age of 87. Burial arrangements for the late patriarch is as follows. On Thursday, 23rd of November 2023, home Akure by 8 a.m. in a motorcade to Ilaramokin for lying in state. Christian wake holds same day at his residence, number 6, Araromi Street, Ilaramokin by 5 p.m. On Friday, November 24th, 2023, funeral service holds at St. Michael's Anglican Church, Ilaramokin by 10 a.m. Reception for the burial will then hold at the Elizabeth University Event Center, Ilaramokin by 1 p.m. Adieu, our beloved patriarch. We will forever miss.
subscribe to our channel, Osrc TV, Ondo. To improve access to quality health care, which will in turn ensure excellence in the discharge of workers' duties, the Ondo State Media Group has entered a collaboration with the State Ministry of Health to revamp the medical clinic at its headquarters. Chairman Osrc Media Group, Mr. Kunle Adebayo, hosted the Commissioner for Health, Banji Ajaka, who came to visit the media station for an on-the-spot assessment of its health facility. Osrc Saeed Aribisala reports that Dr. Ajaka pledged an improvement on the existing facilities in line with Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu's commitment to welfare of the people.
The Ondo State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Banji Ajaka, is at the Osrc Media Group for an on-the-spot assessment of health facility within the broadcast outfit. His visit follows the yearning of the management under the leadership of Mr. Kunle Adebayo to position its human resources for excellent delivery, which access to regular check and medical advice is key to its clinic, said hundreds of staff and visitors are callers on the Osrc Media Group headquarters daily, and the need to revamp the facility has become imperative.
We feel very excited because it is the right way to go. To have an organization of our size, comprising of 3 big media houses, 2 big radio stations, and 1 television station, with an average of not less than 50 to 80 footfalls. That is the number of people who visit us every day. We feel it's important to have a well-equipped and proper clinic to take care of the health needs of our people. This we have not had in the last few years. We have a clinic that cannot boast of basic equipment and staff, as well as capability to deal with those things.
The Health Commissioner will acknowledge the need for an upgrade of the facility to be able to meet the demands of staff, pledged to see to a change of the existing situation.
We want to provide quality health care where anybody, whether as a citizen or not, but living in Ondo State, where he works, lives, and play. Where he lives, works, and play. That's why it is important and imperative for us to provide a very befitting clinic for the teaming staff of this organization.
The Osrc Media Group's chief executive thereafter took the Health Commissioner on a tour of some of the station's facilities.
That if there are health challenges for our workers, we have no proper place to take care of them. And that is why we went looking to the Ministry of Health, particularly the Honorable Commissioner, to come to our aid.
Dr. Ajaka commended the ongoing upgrade in the operations of the media group, emphasizing the importance of media to spreading health information.
A clinic where we'll have at least the basic equipment, we have efficient personnel that will take care of people that are working in this place, whether they are sick or not. If they are not sick, we'll advise them on wellness.
The collaborative engagement between the ministry and the Osrc Media Group is to strengthen the bridge between government and the people, a position which the media group stands. Saeed Aribisala, Osrc News.
Concerning a suspicious meronium IG injection purchase It was also reported that the crime code did not match the code reported on the production documentation back. Anybody in possession of the counterfeit product to stop using it and submit it to the nearest NAFDAC office. President Bola Tinubu will soon unveil National Lifestyle Character, a charter project. Speaking with journalists in Accra, Ondo State capital, the Director General of National Orientation Agency, NOA, Mr. Larry Isaunilu, said the project is aimed at helping Nigerians be the best version of themselves. Joy Pius has details.
This is the first official visit of the Director General, National Orientation Agency, Mr. Lanre Isaunilu, to Ondo State. The visit was in line with the role of the agency in communicating government policy, staying abreast of public opinion, and promoting patriotism project, which will be unveiled by President Bola Tinubu. He said the program is aimed at helping Nigerians be the best version of themselves.
And all along, what we had in the past is change begins with me. But change cannot begin with you when you don't have any expectations. So what the National Lifestyle Charter or National Value Charter, whichever one you prefer, is all about is to institute a social contract where the citizens have certain expectations of the country. And the country also can now say these are the responsibilities that we want from you as Nigerians. If you're a Christian, Christianity has made promises to you that if you do this and that, you will get this. The same thing for Islam. Even if you're a Rotarian, any association you belong, there are certain promises. What are the Nigerian promises? So what President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is saying is that, yes, we want patriotic Nigerians, we want good followers, but at the same time, the country must play its role. And this is not just going to be written in a book or in the Constitution. It has to be well spelled out. So as we have today, if you pose the question to anybody and say, who is a Nigerian? There is not any clear definition for who a Nigerian is. And citizens from country to country are not the same. So something must define our culture, where we all can define ourselves and say this is who we are. And we are not creating anything new, as we have been saying. We have always been good people. We lost our way. So what NOA is trying to do is to bring people back to who we originally are. So the national value system that the president will be unveiling
active session with the staff of the agency where he encouraged them to carry out their duties effectively. The Director General visited the Deji of Akure, Oba Alade Tohimbo Alade Lucy, where he emphasized the need for traditional institutions in Nigeria to champion peace for societal development.
This is the symbol, one of the symbols of our nation, the green, white, green color. It means a lot to us. And we must do everything to represent the meaning of this flag.
The administration of President Bola Tinubu is spreading the renewed hope agenda, one which the performance of the National Orientation Agency is key to actualizing when machineries are in place to enhance positive participation of citizens in the Nigeria project. Joy Pius, OSRC News.
Nigeria Vice President Kashim Shettima has approved the setting up of a multi as part of moves to drive the goals of the Human Capital Development ACD program of the federal government. The multi-sectoral team made up of the federal and state government as well as donors and partners is expected to convene every fortnight to the review of the progress of work in progress addressing the objectives of the ACB program. This was the major outcome of the Vice President's meeting with World Bank's Country Director for Nigeria, Shubham Shaduri, the Chairman of Dangote, founder of Tony Elumelu Foundation, Mr. Tony Elumelu, the Coordinator Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Ali Pate, at the State House, Abuja. At the meeting, Shettima stressed the need for government and partners to invest in human capital development to create a workforce that is not just globally competitive, but also adaptable to the modern demands of the 21st century. In March 2018, the National Economic Council NEC launched a program in response to Nigeria's dismal performance in all global indexes of human capital development. The Minister of Finance, Mr. Wale Edun, says the Federation account is witnessing improved revenue inflow since the removal of the subsidy from an average of 650 million monthly to over 1 trillion in the last 4 months. Wale Edun stated this in Asaba at the opening ceremony of a 4-day retreat organized for members of the Federation Account Allocation Committee, FARC. The minister, who was represented by the Permanent Secretary, Finance Special Duties, Mr. Okonkwo Udo, said the government had long realized that petroleum subsidy was not sustainable. According to him, the subsidy regime eroded revenues that should have been available to fund variable expenditures that were critical. The present administration was mindful of the needs and welfare of Nigerians and assured that it would continue to implement people-oriented policies. And a civil society organization, the African Network for Environment and Economic Justice, lamented the rise in debt profile of Nigeria and some West African countries. It said it was disturbing that most of the resources of the affected countries go into debt servicing. The Debt Management Office in Abuja hosted the publication of the paper Debt Management, Restricting and Sustainability in ECOWAS. The Executive Director of ANEJ, David Ugolo, spoke during a 2-day international hybrid conference on special drawing rights with the theme Making Special Drawing Rights Work for the People on Tuesday in Abuja. Ugolo, who was represented by the Deputy Director of all shows, that Nigeria's public debt stood at over $1 trillion as of June 30, 2023. The Director General of National Information Technology Development Agency, Kashifu Noah, has lamented the low-level participation of women entrepreneurs in technology innovation and development. Inowa made the remarks at the opening of the Female Tech Founders Training Program at the National Center for Artificial Intelligence and Robotics held in Abuja. Inowa, who represented by the Acting Director of Digital Literacy and Capacity Development, Amina Magaji, said it was encouraging that over 7,000 women tech founders registered to participate in the training program within 2 weeks. According to her, the program was designed to advance women in technology and create platforms for them to network and pool resources together to improve that and tend towards mainstreaming women tech entrepreneurs into the nation's digital innovation and technology development. And now we move to the foreign scene. And flash floods in Somalia has killed 50 people and driven nearly 700,000 from their homes. According to reports, heavy rain starting today is expected to worsen the country's plight. The Horn of Africa is experiencing torrential rainfall and floods linked to the El Nino weather phenomenon, claiming dozens of lives and causing large-scale displacements, including in Somalia, where the downpours have destroyed bridges and inundated residential areas. The expected rains between 21st and 24th of November may cause more flooding, which could cause death and destructions. In addition, roads, bridges, and airstrips have been damaged in several areas, affecting the movement of regions most vulnerable to climate change. Extreme weather events are occurring with increased frequency and intensity. The region is emerging from the worst drought in 4 decades after multiple failed rain seasons that left millions of people in need and devastated crops and livestock. Antonio Guterres says it's time as UN Secretary General he has never seen human suffering on the scale that is happening now in Gaza. UN and World Health Organization officials are desperately working to get sick and wounded civilians out of Gaza while trying to get humanitarian aid in. And with that, we conclude the news tonight. But before we go, another look at some of the top stories. We told you that the Ondo State government has cleared the air over allegation of spending 7.3 billion naira considered commitment to quality. Osrc Media Group has taken steps to revamp health facility within its premises. And that's the news tonight. Thank you very much for your time. Good evening.